What's going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to USD. We will also be looking at the coin market cap as well as an article basically discussing Bitcoin is the fastest and highest rising value asset ever. So some pretty awesome stuff. We're definitely going to be checking out this market though, mainly because we're starting to see the markets pull back. We were really calling a major dip in the past couple of episodes, and we're starting to see some sort of decline at a rapid volume increase recently, so we're definitely going to check that out a little more in depth. Obviously, if any of that sounds interesting to you guys, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and let's jump into today's episode. Now guys, before we jump in to the coin market cap, I really quick just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor for today's video. Today's video was basically brought upon by a website called 3Commas.io. They're an awesome company. Basically, 3Commas team since January has helped more than 5,000 traders, both pro and novices, to automate their trading strategies and start getting proper sleep and yield an extra profit. And within several clicks, their users can create and customize their own trading robots for major exchanges, both for bear and bull markets. So it's pretty awesome. All in all, they have a ton of different bot setups and strategies. They have the smartest trading terminals on the market as well. With Smart Trade, you can open a trade and plan both stop loss and take profits simultaneously. So let's say you wanted to buy when the price reaches your target or set the step. The trading terminal can basically do that for you. So you can either sell your existing positions at target prices, as well as they have trailing features included. So you can maximize your profits, automatically changing take profit and stop loss targets. So like, let's say your target is like 10% gains, but the coin goes up 20%. Well, the trailing mechanism will follow the price and close your position with the best prices possible. They have long bots, as we know, and you can also short cryptocurrency. A lot of you guys are asking me, how exactly do you short Bitcoin and crypto? Well, they have short bots as well. So if you're tired of ever having this ever-changing market, now you're able to short cryptocurrency as well. So they offer a ton of different methods right now. They even have composite bots as well, so you can choose between a bunch of different altcoins and cryptocurrencies. So definitely check it out. The link is in the description. You know, they've been talked about on Cointelegraph, CCN, News, BTC, Bitcoinist, CoinSpeaker. Tons of different legitimate companies have done reviews on 3Commas.io. It's huge. It's awesome. Definitely check the link out. It does help support the channel as well as them, and you will receive a 10% off your first subscription to their website. And all in all, it's a pretty awesome website. I mean, if you check it out, it's beautifully made, very similar. They have a night mode, they have the regular mode, but all in all, the website is beautifully placed with you can connect it to your exchange, Coinbase Pro, Bitfinex, Bittrex, all the different exchanges, Smart Trade, Binance as well. You have automated trading bots that you can even create. They have smart trading bots, my bots, the exchange, and a ton of other different things, as well as your portfolio setup and your subscriptions. So definitely check them out. They're an awesome company. Otherwise, let's dive into today's episode. I may actually end up doing, you know, a full in-depth review on 3Commas.io later in this week. Otherwise, guys, let's check out this cryptocurrency coin market cap. So, guys, right now the market cap is 137.8 billion with a 24-hour volume of 34.1 and a Bitcoin dominance of 50.8%. So, a couple of things we can gather right now is Bitcoin dominance staying at 50.8% is an indicator that we're seeing flatline markets in terms of Bitcoin. Bitcoin really isn't seeing much movement at all. We are seeing a very increased amount of volume, though. 24-hour volume being 34 billion compared to the 29 billion it was at yesterday and the day prior is an indication of about 5 billion moving either in or out of exchanges. Now, I did call a couple of videos ago that a big major move is coming, and I feel like a lot of you guys are getting that confused with what I'm referring to. When I say a major move is coming, that does not mean we're seeing a bullish breakout to the upside. It can also mean a major move to the downside as well. These are things we try to track and call. This website isn't to exactly predict the future, but to find the best opportunities to invest into cryptocurrency. You know, also 3Commas does help with that. It's definitely a website that I've been using for quite some time now with my subscription. I've definitely been able to trade short make a decent amount of profit within the crypto markets. Otherwise, market cap being 137 is an indication, comparing to yesterday, that basically there's money leaving exchanges. And as we can see, if we scroll down really quick, most of the market is kind of trading out sideways right now, but for the most part, you can see we were on a steady downtrend. You can see we are starting to see some reversals in some of the altcoins, but for the most part, we were on a very steady downtrend last night into this morning, and we're starting to just sort of consolidate and bounce upwards off that. Hopefully you guys noticed my haircut too. Definitely looks a little bit more professional and clean cut, but otherwise markets still look okay. Truly, like, out of the top 10 cryptos, Litecoin is still number 4, only down 0.6% today. You can see the pretty big drop off that it had, and we'll definitely go into that in a little more in depth. Bitcoin up 0.59. You can see after its fall, it's starting to slowly decide to peak back upwards. The majority of the market is skewed. We have a lot of coins that are in red as well as in, green, but I'd like to say the latter part is we are down about 1 to 2%. Some coins are even down in double digits, but for the most part, we do look okay, and it's something you guys should take advantage of, especially in a market like today. Also, definitely check out second link in the description. It is a link to the ABRA exchange. Good way to get some free Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It does help support the channel as well. Basically, they're giving you guys a free $25 on your sign up, so pretty awesome at that. All you got to do is download the app, deposit $5 via the US exchange, and then bam, you get free $25 in Bitcoin. A bunch of you guys have already done that. So otherwise, moving on to today's episode, I did kind of want to go a little bit more in depth as to this News BTC article. The Economist Bitcoin is the fastest and highest rising value asset ever. So what exactly am I referring to? So Bitcoin and its meteoric rise to 20,000 in December of 2017 caught the attention of a major mainstream media and the public eye, as early investors in the crypto asset shared stories of insane profits generated by the new misunderstood technology, but the parabolic advance during 2017 pales in comparison to the Bitcoin's 200,000 or 200 million% gains in the matter of 9 years. Now, yeah, hopefully you guys were aware of the end of 2017. We saw a parabolic movement. I literally bought into Bitcoin when it was $1,000, so you can only imagine the amount of profit that you can make off that market back then. But basically, nothing has ever risen as fast and as much as Bitcoin has risen. Buret-based academic economist Dr. Saifedean Ammous is the author book of The Bitcoin Standard. In his research, he spends a great deal of time focusing on the first ever crypto, as was designed by the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto over a decade ago. Since Bitcoin was released into the wild, it's been on a journey from virtually worthless, penniless, to someday becoming potentially the native global currency for the internet. Along the way, the leading crypto by market cap has been called the bubble a number of times, and analysts warned of a looming bubble pop that'll leave investors scorned. But after each bubble pops, Bitcoin continues to grow in a path of success. So definitely some words from the wise, and does make a ton of sense. Bitcoin has definitely seen some bubbles before, and honestly, we've seen dips in the past much greater than what we've seen at the end of 2017. Back in, I believe, 2012, we saw a much greater dip from $500 way below $200, and then we came right back up where you've seen us at 20 grand. Nobody would have seen that coming. Otherwise, guys, to jump into the charting, which I know a lot of you guys want me to discuss and go in depth for and are here on the channel for, basically, even though markets are looking the way they are, I still want to discuss what other possibilities and routes can happen. A couple of things to note is, yes, we are now spiraling down to around 57 on the relative strength indicators in terms of Litecoin daily, which is good. That is a positive thing. The fact that we're nowhere near overbought anymore gives us potential to move up to higher levels. That is a positive. That is a good thing. Also, take note that we are testing our support levels. You can see, yeah, we did break recently just below our support, but keep in note there was previous levels where we have dipped below that too, and then we spiked right back up. So this is a really good test to see whether or not we're going to either stay below here or if we're just recently going to shoot back up. Now that we have the mainstream potential and the volume, it could inevitably shoot us to a much higher level. I'm still calling a $67 resistance level that we could see a move to. Otherwise, it is still very possible for us to pull back down to 46, but for the most part, I do anticipate a move to around $66, $67 for Litecoin, playing it conservatively. Moving on to Bitcoin, though, Bitcoin took the greatest hit personally. You know, we did have this purple uptrend, and obviously all my charts are available on Patreon if you wanted live updates to these instead of waiting for my videos. Otherwise, you know, with this uptrend, we did have 3 confirmations on the uptrend line, but, you know, with this high-low MMA coming into place, it had a lot of resistance, and it kind of fell short, which has a couple of things, you know. Not only are we trading now in between a channel of $38.27 and $3,980, if not maybe even $3,900, $3,990, if not $4,000, there is a bit of a channel that we're in. Now, this does mean a couple of things is good. You know, we didn't see a massive price, you know, plummeting to much lower lows. You know, we're truly only at 3,900 from our high of 39, you know, 80 or 39.90, so it's merely only about a $70 to $80 drop that we had within Bitcoin. So it doesn't really look that bad if you ask me. Now, this is just consolidation. Yes, we did get rejected from not only our, you know, resistance line up top, but this high-low MMA. That doesn't mean we can't, you know, press it once again, and I do think that's where we're headed. We're already starting to rev back up and rear back up, and if we look at the 4-hour, we were nearing oversold. And we actually were oversold for quite a period of time. You know, we're currently trading below our high-low MMA on our 4-hour, so we are facing some resistance, but it seems like we're pressing it once again with this candle, and if, you know, things hold well, we should be able to break through that once again and potentially, you know, test higher levels in terms of price. You know, just because we did break below, you know, this uptrend doesn't mean that this is a negative. So you can see in the past how we were using this as a support. It's a-okay to use it as a resistance. Even if we did use it as a resistance, you can see what that causes. Let's say we do swing back up. That's way over $4,000. It's almost $4,100. And yes, that will be a resistance of this pink band, but it still pushes the price higher. So all it needs is consolidation. It does make sense that we saw the pullback. I was saying the fact that we were up here, you know, nearing overbought in our daily is kind of nerve-wracking, and we didn't need to pull back down. But for the most part, we do look okay. Wrapping things up, because I do want to keep today's episode short, Ethereum looks good. Surprisingly, probably one of the better coins that did decide to burst today, or yesterday, last night, this morning. With our uptrend, we did retest support, which made sense. I expected us to do so, and we are starting to pull back up. We are in a very good position. I feel like we are in prime time to see any sort of movement to the upside, mainly because we are trading literally at that $50 level, if not, sorry, the 50, hold on, that did not mean to come up. There we go. Trading at around the 45, now 49 level on the RSI, which is dead neutral. Plenty of support, plenty of resistance, low volume you're seeing. Testing the ascending triangle once again. We are headed up, guys. I do think the bearish move was over for Ethereum and the rest of the market for the next couple of days. As we start to swing back upwards, we should see greener markets. Resistance is still at 140 for Ethereum, so it's going to be pretty big, and hopefully we can break bullish from the ascending triangle. But, you know, if indeed we do break bearish, we could see a pullback all the way down to 114. I do want to keep you guys prepared on that. And lastly, XRP. Let's check out XRP. So you can see we do have an uptrend. Very interesting that we did decide to break bearish from that. It seems like we're trying to pull back up through that. Now, we have in the past broken, you know, below the symmetrical triangle and this uptrend, and we have come back into it. You know, we do have some more, you know, hours left in the day for us to see a pullback, you know, back into support above this uptrend. It is still very possible, but for the most part, with this break being bearish, it is still an option for us to continue to head lower. 27 cents is the next support for, you know, XRP. Otherwise, if things do look good and we're able to break back into our support level, we should be able to retest this towards the end, or sorry, the beginning of April. We could see a potential pop all the way up to 32 cents, if not a more explicit view at around 34 cents. Otherwise, guys, that's gonna sum up today's episode. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, giveaway will be at 10,000 subscribers, or about to break 8,000. Otherwise, make sure to check post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.